how's everyone doing? It's your man Richie Rich, Cover Juan, the Rich Meister, Pretty Ricky, as they call him. Back at it again for another Richmond reaction. So, folks. As I've said numerous times, I definitely have to do a ranking about this in the future. My top the TV sitcom, TV series of all time would definitely have to be more in a different world. Then I believe always number one hands down has to be Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So I made sure I did reactions just before this to kind of coincide with my favorite TV sitcom. And on this one, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be doing a reaction to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but not the actual series, what actually happens behind the scenes. In this one, Cindy Crawford is stunning. Oh my god. Yeah, this was when this was the first season of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when Cindy Crawford appeared on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air set. I believe Cindy Crawford in the 90s was she was one of the supermodels with Naomi Campbell, Claudia Schiffer, a few of the other the first supermodels, and she actually also was like a VJ, like a presenter, sort of similar to what Bill Bellamy was on MTV much after. But she was around this time like a presenter, host, going to different locations, and in this one she happens to be on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air set. So it's a real cool video. You see the inside of like what happens behind the scenes, what happens behind the scenes of not just this Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but just these TV sitcoms with the audience. So we're gonna check this out. Before that, definitely like, comment, share, and subscribe. All my social media links are down below. Let's get on with it.
Anybody home?
We got a dog in here! What is it?
MTV.
Will Smith.
We want to go through the closet.
I gave it to Office.
The closet!
So as you can see, Will Smith just opening the door for Cindy Crawford. What's that? Babe. In the 90s, you can even see her clothing she's wearing just exudes that time period. And she's gonna let her into the. Let's continue.
It's Cindy Crawford.
Oh my god!
This is the living room. We're in the crib, and this is the couch. This is the table. We have a table with scripts. These are a couple glasses. And
I think this time Will had to be either 20 or 21. Around this time. He's in his mid-50s now, and this is 30 years ago. So yeah, early 20s he was at this time. And if you haven't already, check out my my reviews on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I talk extensive about what was the reason he actually got into this sitcom and how he transitioned into this leading man actor. Independence Day, woo! Men in Black, woo! Let's continue. And this is the dining room. Oh.
That's his dog. It's a dog.
That's the kind of house you grew up in?
No, not really.
Yours probably had real walls.
Yeah, we had real walls. You know, those are fake flowers.
That's what's amazing. I don't think people realize it's like when you come to a set of a TV show, like I saw this on TV, and it really looks like you're in a mansion, and you come here and it's small, and then you go from. Well, you'll see as you walk me around.
It's so true. Like there's these camera tricks that behind this. There's these camera tricks that are made to make like this mansion, the Bel-Air mansion, look like it really look like a mansion. And it's true, but as you can see, when people do reviews of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, they can see a lot of mistakes or the boom mics appearing in the video. So it's really nice being inside of how the episodes get created and made, and you see that it's actually way smaller than actually people believe. Continue.
Flip around slowly and show people what's on the other side. You know, see how it turns into a
That's
set.
The audience.
Even if people are looking at
then there's people out there. See, isn't that called I'm just learning my stage lingo and things That's the fourth wall, right? Is that what it's called? That's the fourth wall. I'm learning these things.
sometimes they break down, sometimes they don't. I know that much.
See, this looks like Outback, right? But it's not.
It's a painted.
It's painted.
So it's a painting.
My dad too.
Hi, Dad.
your dad.
Can you get Dad in there?
Yeah, come on in there.
Okay, Will Smith Senior. Okay, this is actually the first time I've actually seen him.
With Dad, he came out.
So is he like the real Fresh Prince in a way?
Like the Fresh King sort, I guess.
Oh, you're the Fresh King. I'm the Fresh Prince.
Yes, this is my daddy.
But you don't live
Temple
up there, right?
University, we're from Philadelphia. So you know that? He's making his acting debut in this episode too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's a security guard.
Really?
In the dorm that I go into this episode.
Oh,
He's a little nervous about
you're
it.
in college in the...
Well, I go to a college. No, I'm in high school.
to go visit?
To Hilary, my cousin.
Okay, so maybe it's one of these like unforgotten, like seems like his dad actually appeared as a security guard. Again, I'm not sure what episode they were filming exactly, but maybe I'll have to rewatch season 1. And what's even an interesting note is in the series, it was presented that Will Smith's dad was deadbeat and he abandoned him a long time ago. Like, why don't you love me, man? Fuck the hell with him. All that pain and anger and trauma from his dad, like just skedaddling. So it's really cool, like seeing him and his dad here. Oh, brings the tears to my eyes.
She's in college and I go to the dorm room to try to dig up some dirt about her.
Did you find
She got me in trouble.
Yeah,
but you gotta watch though.
You gotta watch
Monday nights at 8 on NBC.
Monday night
cool,
at 8.
And that's not a plug, is it?
No, of course not. My father always wanted me to be able to do a little bit of everything. I had piano lessons with flute and drums and basketball and footballs and always to do a little bit of everything, right? Because you never know what you can do. There's a lot of things that you may never try that you never know.
That's so true. That's probably one recommendation for any parent out there. Like I only wish different story for another day. But the kids, especially Will at this time, should be able to try different activities, hobbies, just to see where your talent lies. It should not always be school centric. That you just have to study, learn, career. You should be able to play instruments, play different sports, read books, learn another language. Really expose your talent when you're young. Because as you're older, you can find ways to monetize it. But I'm going to track here. Let's continue.
See, that's what I'm going to do when I have kids. Thanks, Dad. I'm going to say that. Throw your glasses on, get fly for a second.
Fonzo Riviero.
Be fly. You got to be fly. Now chill. Chill. There you go. Just chill.
Are these your clothes from the show or for
This is my own.
She has to, Cindy, she has to call and ask for the Riviero's close for the show. This one. You can see that even though it's a character, I believe Alfonso Riviero is very much the essence of Khan. Like the character and the person are one in the same, just like Will Smith. And you can kind of see, because as I said, in the first season, Will and Khan were like rivals. They did not like each other. It was only after the latest season they started to mellow out. But I always felt like Harden was jealous of this new kid on the block in the Fresh Prince, Will Smith. Ooh, Cindy Crawford smoking here.
Yeah.
Show, right?
On the show, I'm basically a nerd.
Yeah.
So on the show.
On the show. On the show. You know I'm gonna hurt you.
Yeah, no, just describe the character. On the show, I'm a nerd and basically.
Well, I'm a nerd. What can I say? I'm a nerd.
On the show. On the show. Yes, I'm a nerd and I'm very uptight and an intelligent young man.
Kind of one.
On the show. What about real life? Describe yourself.
Well,
Describe yourself on real life. Well, I'm a nerd. I'm pretty uptight. Well.
I love the dynamics between them two. Classic times.
Very tense. No, he's a great guy. I'm a regular guy. This is a hallway. Okay.
Does it go anywhere? Probably not.
No. Let's see.
But you use it sometimes like it does? Like,
What?
you go, see ya, Mom.
Yeah, right. That's what you do. And
then you
people
stop.
think you went upstairs, then you stop.
And then they do another show.
But see, look, let me show you what would really happen if you try to go upstairs. It'll be like this.
Bye. Get that ready. When we walked in this morning, Will was like, wait, turn your head down.
Oh, okay.
Because it was like this.
If you see even the posters and all that graffiti are in the world. In all of Will Smith's videos in the beginning, like Nightmare on My Street, Parents Just Don't Understand, Girls Ain't Nothing for Trouble, it all had this colorful, artsy background, which to a lot of rappers, they always thought this was corny. But I always loved it. As I said, it was only Fresh Prince and Kid and Play who were doing this arty kind of kiddie, not kiddie, like artsy, mellow type of a comedy within their music, and it translated into TV well for the Fresh Prince and to movies for Kid and Play. Let's check it out. Let's continue.
Like that. It's always I'm going to pay 2 little eyes on here. And they said, is that a real person? This is pretty heavy electronic when you got 2.
My 2 turntables. Give me a mixture. Well,
go see me. Go see me.
Well, that's not
you know, but yeah, I'll be cutting it up.
Oh man.
Well,
Why Girls Can't Jump. I thought you saw the movie. You didn't? Oh, gosh. Or was it White Men Can't Jump? Let's continue.
but I did play. Wait, I can't double dribble, right?
Oh, gosh. Ooh.
There goes
Michael Air Jordan.
There goes Mr. Beer.
This is the run through, right? This ain't the actual dress thing, you know. It's like, here, come here, Karen.
He's the love man.
Oh, Hilary.
This is my co-star, Karen Parsons.
Hi.
Right, so yeah, Karen Parsons, who I think she's the only, someone has to put it in the comments, like, to this day, I've only seen Karen Parsons outside of Fresh Prince was in Class Act that came out in 1992. I think she was in a movie with David Wayans, either Major Payne or one of David Wayans' other movies in the late 90s and 2000s, but didn't see her in a lot of other like projects. And I'm not sure why, because I mean she has the look. She has the look. She's very beautiful, but yeah, it would have been nice to see Karen Parsons in some other projects post Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Look at the set.
Oh, and another thing, His Highness would like to discuss with you the condition of this Royal Air Jordan.
But I already cleaned them.
Oh, I know this episode. This was the one when Hilary dropped out of college, but she never told her parents, never told Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv. But Will and Corin end up finding out, and they start blackmailing Hilary this episode. I will try to put the episode number just here. Will your clean mind set it up onto Riviera playing Corin?
Yes, but with a toothbrush. Everybody remembers this bro. Take your time. Everybody take your time. And when you wipe your mouth, just wipe it for a long time. Yeah.
Look at this birthday.
I can take you to that picture. I'm a Libra. You're a Pisces?
Look at Will trying to get in there.
Well, my bedroom is this way.
Will, ooh, good one. He said my bedroom's this way. Joker. So that was the episode that this was from, where they were filming. Was season 1, episode 13. Knowledge is power. So I'm sure a lot of people are diehard Fresh Prince fans, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air fans, such as myself, have already seen this episode. But this is a cool behind the scenes, seeing the way like how the set is there, how the episodes are produced, and a lot of the clever like camera tricks they do use to kind of allude to provide that illusion to the audience, like a Will running upstairs and stalking, like the outside is just a painting, and Will trying to say, the bedroom's this way. So, but yeah, it's really cool seeing this because I think Will Smith, probably from anyone, has probably the biggest evolution from being the skinny, slim rapper from Philly, having the show, and then breaking into big motion pictures, big blockbuster movies in the late 90s, and carrying his career all the way to 2000s, and finally winning the Oscar last year. And oh my gosh, the most craziest moment of all time at the Oscars 2022. So it's like he has like in the 90s to the 2000s to the 2010s now to the 2020s. You have like a different Will Smith for each era, and even regardless of what he did at the Oscars last year, you cannot neglect his body of work. He still is a bona fide superstar, and you can see from these early presents that he still had that star quality. Even when you see him here and the charisma there, and it's nice seeing Cindy Crawford. To be honest, Cindy Crawford has never been my favorite supermodel. I always was a die-hard Naomi Campbell fan. She looks nice. When I was watching this again, Cindy Crawford looks like the staple white woman of the 90s. If you fast forward to now, most times you see white girls who look like Cindy Crawford. They have like more bigger assets, more curvaceous, more voluptuous, just to go with the times. But that was like the traditional look for especially the Caucasian woman of the 90s, and she looks really beautiful, and I think she really gelled well with Will Smith. They played off each other as well, which is great. This is great. So guys, let me know what you think about this reaction. Let me know what you think about Will Smith, Cindy Crawford's dynamic, Cindy Crawford appearing, or Cindy Crawford with MTV appearing on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air set. Let me know what you think of the first season of Fresh Prince. Was it your favorite? Was it your best? Fresh Prince, Will Smith in general, let me know, drop it in the comments. And if you haven't already, I don't have my wallet with me, but if you haven't already, it is 2023. Get your paper right and update your wallet.